to the Thought Snob podcast. I'm Paula Swope. Let's get snobby. Today I'm going to teach you how to develop a quality that almost no one has. I will teach you how to become immune to criticism and flattery. If there were a vaccine for freedom, this is it, okay? But before we get into it, let's do a little grounding exercise so you can be fully present and absorb this information effectively, okay? Now, if you're driving, don't close your eyes for God's sake. Just follow along with me. If you aren't driving and you want to close your eyes, go ahead and do that now. And just take a few deeper than normal breaths. You can inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. And just take a moment to focus on the inflow and outflow of your breath. And as you breathe in and out, think silently to yourself or say aloud, I release anything that no longer serves me. I release anything that no longer serves me. Moving forward, I only focus on what serves my highest good, and I allow those things to flow in. And just hold that thought for a moment. I only focus on what serves my highest good and allow those things to flow in. Just breathe normally for a moment. Now inhale as deeply and slowly as you can through your nose. And then exhale as slowly as you can through your nose. Now you can return to your normal breath. And I want you to continue to repeat that statement as you go about your day. And again, you can just think about it if you want, or you can say it out loud. You can write it down. Writing it down is very powerful. But tomorrow, just repeat this part of it, okay? I only focus on what serves my highest good, and I allow those things to flow in, okay? Just focus on that piece of it, all right? Okay, let's get to it. One of the defining qualities of emotionally intelligent people is this, and it's rare. They are immune to both criticism and flattery. Now, most of us aren't born that way. I sure wasn't. It took me a while to realize a few things. First, the subjective, aka opinions, not facts, the subjective means absolutely nothing. Second, facts are all that matter. The objective facts are all that matter. This realization is where my book, Thought Snob, was born. Thought Snob, the modern spiritual playbook for a better life. Snob stands for See New Objective Beliefs. And it's about separating facts from opinions. If the words of other people can make or break your mood, then you aren't in control of yourself. They are. Now, everyone loves a compliment. I do. I love compliments. Compliments feel like, proof that you've accomplished something. But compliments are subjective, just like criticisms. One person may love how you're dressed, and another may hate it. Both are opinions. Neither are facts. If your confidence is dependent on external validation, The moment someone criticizes you, your self-esteem will collapse, crumble. This is why social media can be so dangerous for emotionally fragile people. Here's a quick story. This demonstrates exactly what I'm talking about here, okay? A few months ago, something something pretty funny happened, and my husband still laughs about it and wants to still tell the story on occasion. So I was out and about running errands. I just tooting around town, and I'm walking up the sidewalk, and this woman stops me, and she said, "Are you Paula Swope?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah." And I was just surprised. I mean, I didn't know her. And she went on and on about how my work changed her life. Like she bought my book, she read my book, loved it, loves the podcast. And she said that my story helped her overcome a lot of family obstacles and career challenges. And my stories were her stories. I mean, they resonated with her, and getting recognized on the street, felt really great. I mean, it was surreal, but it was just it's an odd thing, but it's like proof I've done something right, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I loved it, okay? Now, fast forward about 2 hours from when that happened, okay? Which is it's been my dream forever, write a book and someone read it and they recognize you on the street. Come on, that was fantastic. 2 hours later, I'm at cryotherapy. I'm standing there in my little towel and headband, waiting to step into the chamber. And I was chatting with a woman who worked there. Random chit chat. And she asked if Will, who's my husband, was if he was going to be coming in later that day. And I told her I wasn't sure. I said he has a tennis match. I don't know if he's going to be coming in today or not. And she looks at me like dead serious and says, "Now, Will's your son, right?" And when she said that, I just stared at her. I mean, it totally caught me off guard, and the thoughts that were going through my head, it was just everything. And for a second, I honestly thought, did I hear that right? Does this woman think that Will is actually my son? I mean, I'm 48 and Will's 45. I'm a few years older, sure, but I mean, come the fuck on. But instead of letting my ego take over, because there was a time when I would have just flat got that woman told right then and there. But instead of letting my ego take over, I simply said, "No, uh, Will's my husband." And I honestly don't even remember what she said next, because I stepped right into the cryo chamber and just kind of just I was just shaking my head over that. But here's the important part of this, and this is why I'm telling you the story. The compliment earlier from the lady recognizing me on the sidewalk didn't inflate my ego. The insult later didn't crush my ego. A few years ago, both would have. Both of those things would have dictated my mood, okay? But because I've worked so long on being mindfully aware and working on my emotional intelligence and managing my emotions healthily, I wasn't really fazed by either one. They became two memorable stories, basically. Now, leaving cryotherapy that day, I realized just how far I've come in this whole journey. And if I can do it, I swear to God, anybody could do it. I mean, both interactions, the high and the low, barely fazed me. That's freedom right there. Nobody has control over how I feel about myself and my capabilities, okay? Now, here's the real lesson. It took a long time to get here, but emotional freedom is possible for anyone. You just have to behave with mindful awareness and apply my Snob method, okay? Compliments accept those with gratitude, but stay grounded, all right? Insults, accept them as opinions, not facts, because opinions will hold you hostage if you let them. Now, you've heard it before, okay? That made my day. So-and-so made my day. They ruined my day. That ruined my day. Don't ever give someone else that kind of power over you, okay? Now, here's a little hardcore teaching for you, okay? I got to be honest here, completely authentic. And I'm not exempt from this, by the way. This applies to me as well. One person might think you're the most beautiful human being alive. And another might think you're average at best, or maybe not good looking at all, okay? It's just, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, all right? It's all about perception. Both opinions are valid. That's somebody's opinion. But neither are factual. Beauty, talent, intelligence, they're all subjective. All subjective. And people are going to view your beauty, your talent, and your intelligence differently. That's just the way it is. A person's perception is their reality. That's not universal truth. And when you hear praise or criticism, you should always ask yourself this one question. Who's saying this, and why are they saying it? Because the source matters. Someone may be jealous of you. Someone may have cruel intentions, and they may come in and they may be jealous of you because they think that you're the most beautiful person in the world, but they're jealous of you. So they want to bring you down. So they're going to criticize you or insult you to try and make you feel badly about yourself. You have to understand that things are not black and white. There's always a gray area, and people have reasons for saying the things that they do to you. If somebody just comes out of the clear freaking blue and they insult you, they criticize you, there's a reason for that. And usually it's because you have something that they want, but they are too chicken shit to get it. And that's just all there is to it. So if you can be mindfully aware of these things, your emotional intelligence will increase. Each time you are mindfully aware and you consider the source from where these comments came from, then you are going to increase your emotional intelligence, and you're going to become more and more immune to that criticism, more and more immune to the flattery, because people can flatter you and they may truly mean it. They may truly mean it, but sometimes they are flattering you to get something from you. That's why you've always got to think about these things, and there's no need to be remotely fazed by it, because it might be real and it might not be real. Okay? Now, becoming immune to criticism and flattery is a form of freedom that it can't be bought. Some things money cannot buy, and this is one of those things. It's emotional sovereignty. You can't buy it, you earn it, okay? It's the confidence that no one can give you and no one can take away. This is not some asset, all right? Nobody can take this from you once you get it. And the best part, well, you can start practicing it today. And I hope that you do. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in again to the Thought Snob podcast. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so you're always notified when new episodes air, and new episodes air every Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thanks again for joining me. I appreciate having you here always.
The Thought Snob podcast with Paula Swope has been brought to you by Thought Snob Media in association with Special Purpose Studios. All production, mixing, and sound engineering by me, Will Swope. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Please take a few seconds to give us 5 stars and leave a review. See you on the next Thought Snob podcast with Paula Swope.